Hey, if you're getting railroaded by a prospect in a first meeting, you got to be prepared of how to basically slow things down and take a step back. But it's really difficult to do this when you're in a sales meeting with a prospect and you're not expecting it. I want to give you a real example of kind of what will happen if you're an insurance agent. So you get to a first meeting, you're prepared to have kind of a high level conversation, right? You want to be a consultative seller. You don't want to fall down the quoting or the bidding trap. But you get to the first meeting and all of a sudden the client plops the policies on the table, right? And they say, "Hey, I think this is what you need to quote. Let me know if you need anything else." Now, in that moment, you have a split second to decide, am I going to fall in line and just do what this prospect expects, or am I going to kind of push back a little bit and hold my ground? Now, when you're just hearing this and thinking about it, you might be thinking, oh, I'm definitely going to push back, right? But when you're in that moment, if you're a human and there's an emotional element, it can be more challenging than you think, at least maybe for me. Maybe I'm alone in this, in that split second where you have a decision to make. Now, this can happen on cold calls or there's various times, but I want to specifically talk about a first meeting. Okay, so you're at the first meeting, this happens. What do? Here's what I do. Hey, thanks. I'd be glad to take a look at this. This will be really helpful. However, John, can we just pause for a second and just take a step back before we jump into, quoting right away? That's the phrase and the transition I like to use. It's been really, really helpful. I've never had someone say no and buck the system. And if they did that, I'd probably know this is a terrible prospect. So after you do that, then you take your step back, and then obviously you should come to that meeting prepared with what you want to ask, what you want to say, and then you can start high level, right, and then work your way back in full circle, and then hopefully by the end of that meeting, now you've actually talked that prospect out of just quoting and actually approaching buying their insurance a more consultative way, the way that you're going into that meeting, thinking it should go. I hope you found this helpful. Hey, if you did, do us a huge favor. Give us a thumbs up, share this with someone. Appreciate you guys.